Hi, I'm Chris Harper, and with me is John, and we're here to demonstrate an application for rib pain. This is when you have pain at or around the ribs. Some causes of this may be excessive strain in twisting motions, blunt force, abrupt changes in direction. KT tape helps treat this condition by relieving pressure to reduce pain and may increase circulation. For this application, we need to position the area on stretch. So we're going to bring the arm up overhead. You're going to do this within comfort though. Don't force yourself into a painful range. And in this case, I'm going to place just a red dot to indicate where the pain may be. Your pain may be in a slightly different location. So the first part of this application is I'm going to take one full strip. I'm going to twist and tear the backing paper right in the middle. I'm going to peel that back, and I'm being very careful not to touch the adhesive of the tape. I'm going to handle the tape with the paper. And what I'm going to do is just go in line with the ribs and right above that painful spot. I'm going to place the tape on 50% stretch. So I'm going to stretch this nice and evenly with my thumbs, not gripping it so much like that, but nice flat pressure with the thumbs. And I'm going to stretch out 100% and then back that halfway off and place that strip right down. The very ends of the strip are going to be laid down with absolutely zero stretch, however. So same thing on this side, just absolutely zero stretch on this end. Okay, for my next part is another full strip. Just like the first, I'm going to twist and tear the backing paper right in the middle of the piece, being careful not to touch the adhesive. I'm going to place this again on 50% stretch, nice even pressure. So if I stretch all the way and then back that halfway off, I'm going to go just below that area of pain and lay that strip down. Laying the ends down with absolutely zero stretch, being careful not to touch the adhesive on the tape. Just giving a little bit of a rub to create friction and some heat so it adheres well. Okay, for my third piece, twisting and tearing just like the other two, right in the middle, being careful not to touch the adhesive. And apply a nice even stretch, 50% once again. Now going vertically, and I'm surrounding that spot of pain, so 100% stretch, backing that off halfway so I get 50% stretch on there. I'll lay that down, the tail ends with absolutely zero stretch. A little friction on there just to create some heat. Get that adhesive to activate and stick well. For my last piece, twisting and tearing the paper, as I did with the first three, I'm going to apply 50% stretch once again. Right there. So I'm basically forming almost like a box around that area of pain. Okay, I'm going to lay this tape down with absolutely zero stretch on the tails, just as I did with the other pieces. Those tails go down with zero stretch. So before we move out of position, I'm going to give the whole thing a good friction rub to create heat and activate that adhesive so it sticks well. Okay, and from here we can bring that arm back down. You may have a little wrinkling in the tape. That's normal. That looks good. Some helpful tips before applying. Make sure you clean the skin very well. Remove any lotions or oils you may have on. Be careful with clothing. Taking shirts on and off may roll the tape. Also, clip excessive hair. This allows the tape to adhere much better to the skin. Some complementary treatments may include rest, ice, avoidance of contact sports or activity, and light progressive stretching. Please seek care if you have difficulty breathing, extreme swelling or discoloration, or very sharp pains. For more information, see our website at kttape.com.